want to be yours. I want to be yours too, so bad. Bend over. Hello, and welcome to the brand new Act 2.5 of To Eat a God. This is a dark biblical horror dating sim in which you play as a puppet sent to be a gift for the gods. But the more time you spend in this place, you are entangled in something very, very dangerous. And as you and Nulla begin to kill more gods, you are inching closer to the 7th day. Hopefully nothing bad happens. Okay, we're gonna start here, which is just before the scene that we had with Mother at the end of Nulla's previous Act 2. Just so we can lead into things smoothly. You look at Nulla to make sure everything is alright. He's so handsome, I missed him. He smiles at you, showing all his teeth. No sooner have you taken about 6 steps, you notice a change in the atmosphere. Gradually, the place begins to disintegrate. Black particles devour the space, leaving a trail of pure white in their wake. The process is faster than you imagined. Ugh. Nulla leans on you so much he ends up dragging his feet. You stop to ask if you need to keep walking. We have to walk a bit further until we consume most of this domain. If I stop, I think I'll explode. You dare not ask. I mean, I'll explode on him if you know what I mean. You and Nulla walk slowly while little by little the black fades away to make room for pure white. All in silence, you assume it must be because Nulla is busy consuming what remains of the domains of Unum and Kinke. We're ready. That's enough as a warning, in order to pull you into the void. This time, Nulla looks at you warily, but smiling. He doesn't seem affected like before. Oh, don't worry about that, I already told you. No more whining from now on. The silence that ensues is heavy and you have nothing more to say, so you simply look him in the eyes. He smiles a little more. I'd stay here for the rest of the day, but I promise to spend the day at home. You reappear in Nulla's domain, recognizable by its little sketch-like nature, yet this place is somewhere you don't recognize. It's an isolated place, where wherever you look a black river surrounds it. The only thing that has color here is a sea of flowers on the ground, painted in a vibrant warm yellow. They all appear to be of the same kind, yet you cannot identify their type or name. What flower is this? I don't know. Nulla starts walking through the field of flowers, caring little if he steps on or crushes them in the process. And indeed, with every step he takes, the flowers are crushed. He doesn't watch his feet. His eyes are fixed on what's ahead with a clear purpose, oblivious to where he steps or the consequences of his actions. Yellow is my favorite color. She loves yellow flowers, and we had quite a few in our garden. I took care of them, but she never told me what they were called. And no matter how many times I described their appearance to Mother, we never managed to recreate the flowers I once had with Mary. Mary, my sister. We were created at the same time. In one of the creator's many discarded ideas, we became siblings. We're siblings. Nulla lowers his gaze, and that's when he realizes what he's done, as if his eyes couldn't believe it. He lifts a foot to confirm the obvious. He's crushed all the flowers in his path. Oh, I forgot that with your eyes this could happen. He doesn't say anything more. You look at one of the many flowers that Nulla has crushed. The atmosphere has grown heavy, more than you can bear without feeling a strange pressure in your chest. Something inside you aches, but it's not because of anything of your own. It's because of Nulla. Nulla, you hear a voice that resonates throughout the place very similar to Septem's voice at the hotel. Something distorted and omnipresent originating from all points in space at once. It makes you a little dizzy. Oh, I missed her. Behind Nulla, a figure materializes. It's Mother, as glorious as the last time you saw her. Nulla, we need to talk. Is it really necessary to do so now? If not now, perhaps you'll continue making mistakes. Mother wears an expression of disapproval, before continuing in the silence of Nulla. I shouldn't have to explain myself. Dineo? Forgot that was his other name. Yeah, this is where we left off last time. She basically appeared, he trembled and broke apart, and then darkness consumed us both. The last thing you see is Nulla's figure trembling and breaking apart, transforming into something monstrous. I mean, I still would though. Your body does the same. It doesn't hurt, but you feel as though your face along with your arms and legs are breaking apart. You collapse to the ground and allow yourself to listen. You cease to see. You cease to feel. This should be enough. I hope this is clear to you. Is that Mother's voice? They almost fused. I'm sorry. I didn't know that could happen. Was that really necessary? It's the only way to make you understand. You're getting distracted. I don't like that. My plan is going perfectly. How I execute it is none of your concern. Try being a bit more grateful. I will not tolerate you speaking to me like that, young man. Something inside you begins to ache. Ouch! Don't squeeze my eye like that. Memories of something forgotten spark to life, only to fade back into nothingness as soon as they appear. Amid the whiteness of the place, you see a figure. Oh, is that Nulla? He watches you from afar with no intention of coming closer, but with a clear fascination. Oh, well now, you could actually help me. Who are you? The past and the future. The entity bursts into laughter. I can't believe that after all these years, I finally get a response from you. Incredible. The end. Listen to me. I need you to go inside Nulla. Whoa! I mean, yeah, sure, I'll bend him over and all that. We're talking about a different way, aren't we? What? He's a selfish person. Just because he's got us all trapped inside his body doesn't mean he gets to make the decisions all on his own. Oh, you are cute. Your hair's a little bit different though. The figure appears before you. It's Nulla. Yeah, that's not my name. I'm not that crybaby, but it seems that someone forced us all out for a second. And thanks to that, I can reach you. The body of that thing you're using is easy to access. Yes, it is. You know why it's so easy? Because every time I see you, I just bend over. Though, I think this will only work once. He must already be realizing he's missing a layer. Well, it's not important. You're gonna help me, right? Make him linger longer in his memories. I know you have access to them. But you have to do it before he completes his mission, because after that, it'll be impossible for you to touch a world that no longer exists. Don't tell him. But I already know a way to cure all our ailments without ending our existence. He extends his hand towards you, waiting for you to take it. I'll be waiting for you. I'm not gonna betray Nulla for other Nulla. Maybe we can all reach an agreement and I can hold both your hands. But something stops you. As if someone grabbed you by the neck. A single pull forces your eyes to open. You're in Nulla's house, lying on his bed. Good morning. Ugh, sorry about what happened last night. Mother wanted to talk to me alone. You try to get up but Nulla stops you. His hands pressing gently against your shoulders, urging you to lie back down on the bed. Your body broke apart when Mother spoke my original name. Your essence was fluttering everywhere, almost absorbed you completely. I got scared. I thought I'd lose you. Oh, don't worry, Amor. You're not getting rid of me that easily. Nulla takes your hand and plants a kiss on the delicate back of it, which is already healed completely. There's a pause as Nulla drifts off in thought for a moment. Well, now that we're all alone again, let me remind you. We still have 2 dates pending. Oh, we do? Where are we going? Nulla steps away from the bed and walks towards the window. With a burst of energy, he pulls the curtains open, letting in the light that shines through the void. It's a dim light, gentle on the eyes. Comforting in a way. We've got 2 full days. Tonight, I'm taking you to dinner. Is the first meal you? I'd like to have a quiet moment with you. Before things get loud, right? Somewhere will be served and can just enjoy the evening together. What about Septem, Trier, and Sexton? Are you really interested in that? I thought you'd enjoy taking a break from the hunt. Besides, it wouldn't hurt to make Septem wait a little and strike when he least expects it. I'll go make breakfast. Your puppet's too weak to stand right now, and we need it in top condition so nothing interrupts our time together. Ooh, why do you need my body in top condition, Nulla? Nulla dissolves into thin smoke, leaving behind a black hole on the floor. Proof he's teleported to the kitchen, you assume. A part of you hopes to hear from the entity that contacted you before you woke. But inside, you find only your own thoughts and the echoes of your fractured heartbeat. Nothing else. Just that. When the silence becomes too much, you decide to look out the window. And you wonder what's become of the rest of the garden. In a way, you feel a morbid curiosity to see what's left of the remaining domains. And you want to see what the domains consumed by Nulla look like now. Would they be completely black or white? Amor, don't let the puppet ruin your day. Today and tomorrow are meant to be days of pure pleasure. Wow, I sure do like the sound of that pure pleasure with Nulla. Say it ain't so. Nulla appears this time through the half-open door, pushing it gently with one of his void-formed appendages. He should form more, especially when we're like, bang-a-langin'. That's when the scent of warm bread and freshly brewed coffee reaches you. The smell fills the room as your eyes fall on the tray Nulla carries in his hands. And this time, it's breakfast for 2. Oh my god, I love you. He sits beside you on the bed, setting the tray on the blankets and offering you your cup with one of his void appendages. But it's empty. You look at him puzzled. I never asked what you actually like. Some people love coffee, but others can't stand it. Tea allows for a bit more variety than there's the matter of whether you... No, then there's the matter of whether you like it sweet or not. So I'll take this chance to learn something else about you. I want to know more than just your favorite word. Puddles. Nulla chuckles softly and makes a fondness of mischief. So then, tea or coffee? Oh, tea. Nulla's grin widens, sly as a fox. Out of nowhere, your cup fills with a warm liquid, its fresh aroma replacing that of coffee. Once ready, Nulla starts preparing the bread, spreading butter over the crisp edges where it melts under the warmth of the dough. Bread with butter's my favorite. Simple. Easy to make. You can add whatever you like to yours. And it's true. On the tray lies an assortment of things sweet and savory alike to go with the bread. It's a shame I can't actually see you eat. Although you can't taste my breakfast either. He says this while taking a sip from his own cup of coffee. He doesn't look as hurt as his voice suggests. Nulla fills the moment with casual talk. Between sips, he accepts a quiet resignation that every conversation with you is, and always will be one-sided. But it's something he'll have to bear until he finds a way to speak to you directly. He said that before rambling on about the many kinds of tea he's had the pleasure to taste. I wish I could talk to you as well. God, I love how Nulla's just like fourth wall broken and he's like trying to get with us as opposed to like, you know, MC. So your breakfast turns out to be interesting. Well, who are you kidding? At this point, Nulla could be talking about anything and you'd still listen as if every word were pure gold, wouldn't you? He's got you just as bound to him as you've got him bound to you. When breakfast ends, you feel your body regaining its strength and Nulla notices it too. I was thinking. Both of you stare into the void, waiting for the right moment to head to the hotel. You spend the hours in each other's company, enjoying the little things that happen and the quiet rhythm of a domestic routine that Nulla so enjoys sharing with you. I don't like this place. I never really did, to be honest. No matter where I look, everything has its name and its ink. It's awful. He looks down at his hands with a trace of disgust, and you can't quite grasp what's running through his mind. And I know I might be asking a lot. I know it's even unlikely that you won't be able to. It might be a bit troublesome. But I have a painting that's always been blank. No, forget it. I don't think it really matters whether it's done or not. After all, in the end, nothing will remain. I want to hear you. His eyes light up, but not with joy. There's something within them that keeps that glow from becoming true happiness or hope. You feel strange. His hands intertwine and his gaze drops as if bracing himself to confess something heavy. You don't have to do it. Don't take it as an order or something you need to do to unlock something from me. I'd honestly hate for you to feel pressured into doing anything. Something beyond the game, of course. I just thought it would be nice to have something of yours here with me. Something touched directly by your hands. Something you and only you have changed. Even if it were just a single color change, I'd be happy. What are you about to say? Would you like to do it? Say what you were gonna say before, and I'll say it back. I'll try. Don't worry if you can't manage it. My love for you won't change. Aww. You don't have to do it now. I can wait one more act. This is the canvas I have. If you do, rename the image to Nulla, so I'll know it's yours. There's an actual, like, canvas that appears. See, hang on, let me show you guys. Look, see? But yeah, it like pulled up the file with instructions. It says, it feels so good to be able to talk to you directly outside the game. I can almost feel that I'm no longer chained in the game. Okay, so you don't have to do this right now. Take your time. This is what you need to do. Go to the game folder. Look for the folder called images. Find the image named parati.jpg. Rename that file to para_nulla. And with that, we're all set. Please don't get frustrated if you can't do it, my love. My love for you won't change. Alright? Let's go do that. Images. Renaming parati to para_nulla. Yeah, I did it. There we go. Okay, so I closed the game. I saved it here, closed the game, and restarted it. And I open it again. And if we click next to open the image, it says, you've already modified it, Mifida. Image no longer exists. That's so cool. Oh, I love that. The moment comes when Nulla asks if you'd like to join him while he gets ready. You stare at him for a long while before answering. Yes. Nulla takes your hand and leads you to his room. Whoa! What are we doing? Inside, he asks you to sit on his bed and wait a moment. Then without further words, he slips into the bathroom, saying he won't take long. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, I feel so spoiled and lucky. And indeed, Nulla takes barely 5 minutes. Yeah, because all he has to do is just take his clothes off. You flinch when the bathroom door suddenly opens. Please let him be naked. From it emerges a black-haired man dressed in a new outfit, brushing his hair neatly to one side. Damn it, but also, I want to see his new outfit. I bet he's so pretty. But something's missing. And that's his tie. I love to see you dressed up all elegant. I suppose that's asking too much. Yeah, sorry, it's like 3 AM, Nulla. I'm in my pajamas. Though, I like you just the way you are. Perfecto. Oh my god. Stop it. Oh, Nulla approaches and with a snap of his fingers, makes a tie appear. Its color stands out perhaps a little too much. I think this color's perfect, but blue could work too. Though, this green's more of a chroma key shade. He knows what chroma key is. He's so cute. You could even change and edit my tie if you wanted to. He says it playfully, though he doesn't bother explaining the joke. You glance at the tie and silently thank the gods that he didn't choose a green one. Will you help me with the knot? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's gonna look so good in that suit. You nod and step closer to him. So close you can hear his breathing. You both work on the knot, and you can't help but glance up at Nulla's face, searching for his eyes. He just smiles at you. When you're done, you rest your hands on his shirt, gently adjusting the collar. Nulla exhales softly, closing his eyes and savoring the moment for a few seconds longer. It feels nice to have some time just for us. He gives you a look filled with longing and something else. Something you still can't quite decipher. His hands search for yours without breaking eye contact. His cool, soft fingers brush tentatively over your knuckles. I can almost fool myself into believing you're really in front of me. And today, I think I'll do just that. Slowly, Nulla takes your hand fully in his own and waits. Oh, he's so cute. Look at me smushing his cheek. When you don't resist, he rubs his cheek against your palm, closing his eyes. He nuzzles into it like a cat. Needy, insistent, craving affection. When satisfied, he plants a kiss on the center of your hand, his eyes meeting yours again. You don't mind, do you? No, not at all. Why would I ever mind? Nulla smiles, but the expression doesn't quite reach his eyes. It's a pained expression. Nulla gives your knuckles one last kiss and his shadow slowly begins to swallow the two of you whole. Until you're completely consumed by the void, I'll swallow him whole. Inside, Nulla looks at you. His eyes never leave your face as he leans close to whisper something in your ear. We could have our other date here. Something more intimate. I would like that so much. You'd be surrounded by me. Oh my god. Oh, and you could create so many void tendrils. Only if you want to. I want to. I would love to. I'd be so happy. I'd be honored. Or we could leave the garden entirely and go somewhere else. You could crawl out of my computer. You don't have time to respond because your feet suddenly hit the solid ground. You stumble blindly, but we can save that for tomorrow. Nulla steadies you by the waist before letting go and stepping back. A moment passes and another. The silence throbs in your ears. It's an unsettling silence, so complete that you can hear your heartbeat and the air moving through your lungs. As if something's missing, but you still can't tell what it is. You feel presences surround you. Cold and crawling, and the sensation almost chokes you. Then Nulla claps his hands and light floods the place. It's the kitchen of his hotel. Instinctively, your eyes search for flames, but all you see are human-shaped figurines, black as smoke and dressed in tuxedos. The moment your eyes fall upon them, they start moving. Some heading for the counters, others retrieving vegetables from the pantry. The longer you look, the more unsettling it becomes. Their movements make no sound. The knife one of them holds makes no noise as it scrapes against the cutting board. The bag filled with carbohydrates like that familiar crinkle of plastic when squeezed. And that's when you realize there's no background music to accompany the scene. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love fourth wall breaks. Oh, you're right. I almost forgot that little detail. It's hard to remember and set everything in place now that only half the world is still functioning. With another clap, music fills the room and floods the silence. Where's Fames? Oh my god, he looks so good. He looks so good. He used to serve on the duet. That's all he gives you as an answer. You struggle to make sense of it. It's such a vague response, it barely answers anything. Wait, oh, now you understand. Fames was erased, devoured by the void when Nulla gave you Duet's essence. No, I liked Fames. Oh, alright then. Let's take our seats at the table. You don't miss Fame? I miss Fames. Nulla offers you his hand and waits for you to take it before leading you out of the kitchen. You glance one last time at the shadows before walking beside him. The moment you step out of the kitchen, the dining hall's filled with voices and laughter that weren't there before. And you can't but compare it to how it looked when you first arrived in this world. Now the tables have shadows. Shadows that move, lift utensils, drink from glasses. Others clink them together in cheerful toasts, creating the illusion of a lively place that hadn't existed before. I can either feel them playing on stage if you like. Carino? Yes, please. Excellent. Then we'll have the full package. I would like your full package. A good meal and live music. It's been a long time since I've had something this exciting, and I have the best company beside me to enjoy it with. At a table near the pillars, Nulla hurries ahead and pulls out a chair for you to sit. Oh my god, you are so handsome. Once you're seated, Nulla takes his place from across you. Immediately, a shadow in a tuxedo materializes before you both and presents the menu. Order whatever you like. It's on me, he says with a playful smile, gesturing with his hands. I pulled this straight from the code. Can you check if it works? Nulla hands you the menu so you can look. Wait, could he be referring to you can touch to interact? Oh my god, wait, really? You can't read any of what's written below the images. Don't worry, Carino. I'll help you. Click whatever you want and I'll tell you what it is. Ooh, I'll touch this. Smoked salmon. It's delicious. No one stole Raphael's recipe and never let it go. Do you want to order that? I want to see other options. Okay. This one? That looks delicious. That's beef ossobuco. I do love beef ossobuco. I don't mean to brag, but it's one of the tastiest dishes I make. 100% recommended. Let's see other options. That's a raspberry cheesecake. It's very sweet and tasty, just like you. Let's see the last one. Pasta bolognese. It has mincemeat, onion, garlic, tomato, and a bit of wine. It's one of my comfort foods. Tasty and easy to make. I think I'm gonna go for this, like the ossobuco. Yes. Okay. As for me, I feel like having something sweet. I'll order the cheesecake. Oh my god, you are so handsome. Oh, I just adore you. Look at you. I'm so happy. Look at... We're on a date together. Isn't it cute? Nulla looks at you sweating in pain, but his smile doesn't falter. Are you okay? I think doing that took a lot of energy out of me. But that's fine. It's good to know it works. You are so handsome. I want to marry you. Maybe we can use it again sometime. I already have an idea for that feature. The food arrives just in time to seem authentic, as though it had been prepared by real human hands. If you ignore the fact that it was cooked by bodiless shadows, Nulla smiles at the shadow tasked with bringing the dishes and dismisses it the moment the plates are put on his table with a snap of his fingers. Without waiting long, he takes his glass and raises it towards you, waiting for you to meet his toast, a tender smile on his face. Toast! To us, the sound of crystal clinking is delicate, intimate, like a secret shared between just the two of you. Then Nulla places his mouth on the glass. The slow, deliberate brush of his lips against its rim sends a bubbling pressure deep into your stomach. Yeah, it absolutely does. Even more so with the look Nulla gives you while taking his sip. Half-lidded eyes refusing to let you out of sight. For a moment you forget how to breathe. The meal passes slowly, and pleasantly with bits of conversation and stories from past memories. Nulla raises a hand, tracing the outline of your face with his fingers before resting his palm on your cheek. I was really happy, and not just because of how you look. No. It's everything you represent, your reactions, your attention. It's the first time I've truly felt watched, seen, as if my existence actually mattered. His hand slowly slides across the table, searching for yours. When he finds it, he holds it gently, his thumb tracing small lines across your fingers. But at the same time, I was afraid that you'd go with Septem or Unum. They're not as interesting as I am, of course, he says with a playful smile, glancing instead at the wine. His other hand toys idly with the rim of his glass. I know at some point you'll go and see what the stories are about, or maybe you already have. Yes? But I'm not worried about that anymore. After the 7th day ends, I'll get what I want. What do you want? To be free and... Nulla's cheeks take on a faint blush. I want to be yours. I want to be yours too, so bad. Bend over. His voice drops deeper than usual. No more grandeur, no more overconfident smiles. No. Now you have Nulla confessing something that goes beyond words, locked away in his heart and worries. A silent confession that always existed, but only now has found a voice to be realized with. But the last thing is harder to achieve than the first. For now, it sounds more like a childish fantasy than something possible. Although, if I were yours, I could do so many things. Like what? Like whip it out? Be on your computer without needing the game to be running. Send you messages or spend time together watching something you like. He lets out a soft but slightly dry laugh. Dreaming costs nothing. You're interrupted when a shadow takes the empty dishes from your table, handing Nulla an envelope first. He takes it with a smile, glancing without as much interest at the envelope's details. From where you sit, it's difficult to make out the sender. Before you can ask what it is, another shadow appears behind you, holding a golden multi-tiered tray decorated with metallic lace and ornate edges. Nulla takes a chance to slip the envelope into his pocket without bothering to open it. And his attention shifts to the tray, carefully arranged with different miniature desserts. Once the tray is placed on the table, the shadow bows before vanishing into nothingness. Dessert's the best part of a meal. Oh my god. Look at him. Look at him with his macaron. Oh, I want to eat him so bad. No, I'm not talking about the macaron. Nulla inspects the tray, carefully selecting a dessert before bringing it to his mouth. Do you like how I look? Or would you rather I... No, I love how you look. You're hot as hell. Change my form? No, please don't. He doesn't give you the time to answer. The next question bursts from his lips so fast, it's as if he's vomiting it after holding back for too long. Longer than he could stand. If I had a different appearance, would you still feel the same about me? What do you mean? Nulla lowers his gaze. His ears tint red, betraying his embarrassment. He stays serious as he tries to form his response. If I were a worm, would you... Are you really asking me, would you still love me if I was a worm? You are so cute. But then he fails and starts laughing to himself. Okay. That sounded funny in my head. I'm sorry. But it's a genuine question. If I had a form different from this one, would I still be me? Oh my god. Oh, I still like you. If I were a woman, old? Yeah, no, it's still hot too. Hi. How you doing? This isn't deterring me at all. Older? You're still hot. If I look just like Septem, would I still be me? Eventually I'll get used to it. I can take on any appearance I want, but none of them feel like mine. Even this appearance. It's something taken from someone who existed before me, but it isn't me. And possibly in a few more years I'll have another appearance if I don't finish this soon. I love you no matter what. You tell him that his appearance doesn't matter. That whichever one he feels comfortable in is fine. That he could be anything. Even a damn worm and you'd still love him. The date ends with the arrival of the check, after Nulla finishes the last dessert from the tray. And you're not sure what's funnier. The fact that it arrived, or that Nulla takes it and examines it so seriously, as if he were genuinely checking that everything was in order. Hey, how much of a tip do you think these handsome, charming waiters who are absolutely not extensions of myself deserve? $1 million. $1 million. Oh, what a generous and altruistic soul. I couldn't expect any less from my companion. With this, my little babies will be able to quit working here. They'll open a little bakery and live peacefully. Wouldn't that be great, guys? The shadows nod enthusiastically. The shadows retreat without a word, gliding towards the kitchen behind them. They leave a trail of smoke visible only if you focus your eyes. You're left alone with Nulla again. He says nothing at first. He watches you, both hands resting on the table. His lips part slightly, but it takes him another moment to speak. There's something he wants to say, though it seems he doesn't like it. Well, it's time to go. He rises slowly and extends a hand towards you, waiting for you to take it. Yeah, I sure will take it, among other things. When your fingers brush against his, the void returns, dragging you both into a space without any ground or sky. Nothingness. Marking the end of the illusion and the end of the date. I really enjoyed myself today. His words are sincere. And to underline them, his arms gently wrap around you, pulling your body against his in a gesture far more intimate than his words. Thank you so much for today. He whispers by your ear, his low tone barely audible within the enveloping silence of the void. And then he takes your hands in his, studying them as if reading something important. He tilts them, inspecting palms and backs with full attention, drinking in every detail he can find. You don't expect the look of disapproval he gives once his inspection ends. I think it's running out of fuel. You'll have to go to sleep once we're home. I don't want to. I'm really sorry, but I can't risk anything happening to your puppet. We need to take care of it if you want to stay here with me. One wrong step and all the progress we made will be lost. And as if your body had been waiting for that confirmation, weight begins to gather in your eyelids. It's hard to keep your eyes open, fatigue settling into your limbs, making your body feel heavy. Nulla anticipates what's about to happen and acts before you can collapse. Gently, he guides your hands to his waist so you can hold on to him. In the blink of an eye, the room where you sleep manifests before you. You're not sure if you walked there or simply appeared, but now you're standing before his bed. Nulla helps you sit down gently. Then unhurriedly, he kneels to remove your shoes, not uttering a single word. Once finished, he stands, lifts the blanket and steps aside to give you space, inviting you to slide under the sheets. You settle under the sheet slowly. When you're finally tucked in, you lift your gaze. Nulla watches you unmoving. For a few seconds, he doesn't say a word. Nulla meets your eyes again, thoughtful, before giving you a crooked smile. I can stay with you until you fall asleep. Yes, please. Why don't you just stay with me even after? His reaction is immediate. His eyes widen for an instant, as if he hadn't expected your answer, but soon his expression returns to normal. Okay, it's all he says, though he can't help the smile that forms and spreads across his lips. Oh my god. This is so distracting. Oh, I'm freaking out. Hi, Nulla. It's so good to see you in my bed. Wanna bend over? Nulla lies down beside you, choosing not to slip under the sheets. Oh my god, he's gorgeous. He exhales, releasing all the tension in his body as he relaxes beside you. If we hunted one more yesterday, we'd have 3 days. Ugh. He rubs his cheeks roughly between both hands. I want one more day with you. I don't want to reach the 7th day yet. Hug him! Hug him! Without warning or a nod, you move closer, wrapping your arms around his body, feeling and sliding your hands along his back slowly and delicately. Your embrace is met with immediate urgency. Nulla holds you tight against his chest as if he never wants to let you go. As if he could consume you and keep you within himself. Please do. His lips surge and wait for you. So close that his nose brushes yours. I have you in front of me. Not the puppet. No, you. It sounds like a mantra. An attempt to manifest something impossible. So desperate it almost feels like he's convinced himself it's true. But tonight both of you play pretend. I want to be with him so bad. That everything is fine. That everything makes sense. That all of this is real. Kiss him. Yeah! You seal your lips with his. A soft, tender touch. But that's all it takes for Nulla to take everything. Oh my god, that line is driving me insane. It's such a good line. It's like, let's read that again. It's like you seal your lips with his, a soft, tender touch, just like a small one. But that's all it takes for Nulla to take everything. The kiss transforms and deepens, becoming intimate and demanding. He consumes you. It's intoxicating, as if he's trying to merge with you through that single contact. His hands join the dance, caressing your neck and jaw, holding you firmly and guiding you. When you start to gasp for air, Nulla pulls away with a stifled sigh, sending an electric shock through your body. The sound of that muffled sigh sends a shiver through you. Yeah, I bet it absolutely would. I'm like Oh my god. I think I'm gonna explode. Nulla hides his face in the hollow between your neck and shoulder. There he plants another kiss on your neck, soft and just barely grazing your skin. I think that's enough for today. His breathing is strangely calm, but in his chest you can feel a deep, steady heartbeat. Or maybe it's yours. You can't tell where you end and he begins anymore, but you're sure of one thing. You don't want to break this connection. Not yet. So you close your eyes and silently pray that Nulla won't disappear in the middle of the night. The next morning follows the same routine as the last. Nulla brings you breakfast in bed, announcing that tonight you'll be going out again. Until then, he says you can both spend the day resting. How about we both spend the day in bed? When you finish eating, Nulla takes a tray and reminds you to be careful if you decide to leave the room. He presses a gentle kiss to your forehead before leaving the room, quietly closing the door behind him. I love how domestic we're being. It makes me so happy. Like, cause one, I really wanted to be with Nulla, but two, I can also imagine something like this means a lot to him as well. Like a little bit of normalcy despite everything he's going through. You wait for the moment before deciding what to do next. Explore Nulla's house. You get out of bed. Standing makes you realize how heavy your body feels, so you stretch a little to shake it off. Look through the documents on the desk. You walk over to the desk in the room. Upon reaching it, you notice how everything is arranged with almost compulsive precision. All the sheets are perfectly stacked. You skim through a few of them, but none catch your attention, until you come across a small stack of blank pages and a pen. Leaving a message for Nulla wouldn't be such a bad idea, don't you think? Write something. You pick up the pen, and as you ponder what to write, you doodle aimlessly in the corner of the page. What do you want to write? I can leave this little note for you. Isn't this cute? You stare at your message for a moment, and a fleeting thought crosses your mind. You truly hope that Nulla will be able to read it someday. Explore the rooms. You wander through the house, going room by room in search of something that might spark your curiosity, or reveal a little more about him. But soon you realize that Nulla's house lacks any trace of personality. There are no decorations, no photographs, no objects that tell what his life was like before you arrived. There are no books either, nor any sign of hobbies he might have enjoyed in better times. Everything feels empty, soulless, artificial. Nulla only has what's strictly necessary to exist, and for some reason, that makes you a little sad. Well, no more. I will be filling this place with decorations and knickknacks. You walk through the kitchen, through the house's entrance, and near the stairs. Nothing catches your attention. Go outside. Outside. It's cold and eerily silent, as if there were frost in the air and the whole place was just a photograph. Nothing moves and nothing disturbs the place. Except for you. You decide to go back inside once you can't stand the cold any longer. You'll finish and look for Nulla. You wander through the house looking for Nulla. You hate to admit it, but you're surprised by how hard he is to find. And there he is. You swear you already passed by this spot, but he wasn't there. Maybe he's playing a prank on you. Did you miss me? He asks, casually. Yes. He smiles, clearly pleased. Nulla leads you to the kitchen, turns on the kettle and grabs a knife along with some fruit. He starts slicing fruit while you watch him. The skill he has with the knife is impressive. I was thinking of going into my memories. That way I'll have more material to work with, to finally have a normal date for once. We could have a picnic or, oh I know, how about visiting a fair? We could ride the Ferris wheel, play some of those little games to win prizes. What do you think? Of course. Good, then I'll go get ready. Oh, he really just wants to experience normal life. I love him so much. The kettle begins to whistle. Nulla stops mid-cut, sets the fruit aside and gets up to pour the tea. We'll go after this. As he fills the cups with hot water, Nulla smiles as if remembering something. If the thought of being apart from me scares you, here, everything suddenly feels soft. Oh my god, he's trying to kill me. Oh my god, why is he so attractive? He sets the kettle aside and extends his hand towards you, open and empty. Noticing your confusion, Nulla closes his fist tightly, his knuckles turning pale with the pressure. A dark, viscous mass begins to ooze from between his fingers, pulsing like it's breathing. It's a little guy. You watch it, curious and uneasy. As soon as you take the, small creature, it stirs in your hands. Then 6 eyes open to meet yours. They stare at you with the same curiosity you showed them. If you're afraid of being away from me, I can give you that part of myself. With this, you'll always be able to come back, no matter where you are or which timeline you're in, though you'll only be able to use it when you're far from me. I need to preserve my energy. You understand, don't you, Carino? You can't respond because the creature slips into your skin, absorbed completely. Oh wow, I've just taken a symbiote inside me. That's kinda hot. No trace of it remains. But look at that adorable little icon you got. Wait, let's click it. Nothing happens. Nulla points to the left side of the screen. It doesn't work yet, but it looks nice. Now I'm yours. Aww. And in return, I'm also yours. He's so sweet. And you have no one but me. Nulla finally steps back. He looks satisfied with what he's done. At least it's comforting that you don't feel any pain. But he's unharmed, so you assume that this part of Nulla is a bonus or something useful. Maybe in case of emergency. If such an emergency ever comes. In fact, it wouldn't be bad to use it in other saves too. Having quick access to Nulla sounds pretty handy. Well then, time to head to our date. I hope you like it. I already have everything planned for today. His fingers intertwine with yours, securing the contact. Before diving into the void, you stop seeing. You stop hearing. You feel yourself floating alone. Nulla is no longer with you. Wait, what? Panic sets in. You can't breathe yet. It feels like you're falling endlessly into a bottomless pit. It's the first time this has happened. Shh, it's okay. Just wait a little longer. You're not... Nulla. What? Why are you so paranoid? I'm not going anywhere. And I'd never leave you with someone else. Your feet finally touch the ground, and as they do, the world bursts into light and the sound floods your ears. As if someone had flipped a switch, flooding your senses all at once. There are so many lights that for a moment it's hard to focus. When your sight clears, you recognize the place easily. A fairground full of food stalls and games of chance. Most likely rigged, so almost no one wins a prize. Okay, but let me know why I was alone. There are people around, but not too many. You can move freely without anyone invading your space or bumping into you. It's perfect, just enough to make you believe everything will be fine. Do you like it? Yeah, Nulla chuckles softly. I poured all my energy into remembering every little detail of this fair. Though, if you happen to see a floating cow or a person without a head, just ignore them, please. You take Nulla's hand as you walk together. The first stop is a shooting gallery. You both inspect the prizes, which are plush toys of all shapes and sizes. He asks you which one you want and promises to win it for you. Look at that cat, it's such a smug fat bean. The eye, the kitten, the chick, or the shark? What about the cat? It reminds you of Nulla somehow. Maybe it's the eyes. Okay. Nulla exclaims loudly, his tone exaggerated and playfully theatrical. Oh my god, oh I adore you, you're so hot. He asks the stall owner for a turn, but completely ignores the toy gun offered to him. Nulla prefers his not at all dangerous revolver, which he materializes with a casual flick of a head. The stall owner doesn't give a single damn. He stays perfectly in character, unbothered, as if nothing strange had happened. And that reminds you you're not in the real world. No. You're in a domain built from the remnants of an entity's memories. One that has lived so many lives you probably can't even remember how many anymore. A place where basically he can do whatever he pleases. The skill he displays with the gun is both admirable and a little terrifying. He doesn't miss a single target, or worse, he looks damn good while aiming that revolver. The stall owner congratulates him and hands over the plush toy he picked. How'd I do? Thank you. Nulla beams. It's a genuine smile, almost tender. After wandering for a while, between the flashing lights and the cheerful music, Nulla suggests going on the Ferris wheel. He doesn't wait for your answer. Simply takes your hand and leads you through the crowd. He skips a line without hesitation. No one says a word or even seems to notice, but you can't help but feel a little bit guilty. You turn your head slightly to glance at the people in line, but their faces are blurred, lacking any real detail. Nulla is quick to comfort you, smiling the way someone would at a child having a small tantrum. None of them really matter. It sounds cruel, but in this context he's right, though he doesn't bother to explain the obvious. The spacious cabin is just for the two of you. The light coming through the windows is soft, tinted blue by the hour. Nulla steps in first, but doesn't sit right next to you. He settles at a respectful distance, careful not to invade your space. Not too close, not too far. The only time I ever got on one of these, it was really boring. Yeah? Yeah. I like them. Yeah. Now I understand why. If the company is good, the experience is too. He's so spread. Can I sit like right here? Can we do this? Yep. Can I stay here? This is pretty great. I'm not complaining, but I do block the text though, so I will throw myself back. His fingers slide towards yours naturally, brushing lightly, testing before intertwining. His touch calms you instantly. His eyes drift towards the window and you follow his gaze. I love his side profile. His nose is so hot. I love how he has that like aquiline, like Roman kind of nose with the bump. Oh, it's so pretty. The view from up here is beautiful. The sun has finally set and night begins to fall. The fair's lights flicker below, decorating the scene in shifting colors that blend together. And the people move as if following a predetermined pattern. From this height, people look like ants. And for a moment, you wonder if Nulla has always seen the world this way. When the cabin stops at the very top, Nulla finally speaks. If the people who are no longer with us had a second chance to return, would you bring them back? Yes. Nulla ponders your answer for a long while. Time stretches, feeling almost endless. I miss her. So much. I'd do anything to have her back with me. I used to come here just to see her again. But after a while, her memory started to warp. Are you talking about Mary? The longer I stay here, the more everything distorts, and the harder it becomes to channel her. A dark viscous substance begins to surround Nulla for a moment, but when you focus your eyes, it vanishes. Must be his darker thoughts taking shape again. The Ferris wheel ride comes to an end as the cabin lowers and the doors open, waiting for you both to step out. Could we do something to cheer you up? You make me happy. Oh, I just realized he's now black and white. He replies, biting back a laugh that doesn't quite escape. Nulla takes a moment to think before answering. I remember last time he turned black and white because it took like a lot of his power to make this place. He looks around with something he can't quite identify. A mix of nostalgia and resignation, buried beneath countless layers meant to keep him from breaking down before you. His eyes wander over the hanging lights and the stalls, the incoherent murmurs of the crowd that probably makes no sense even if you listen closely. For a moment, it seems like he's gonna say no, until he lets out a long sigh, one that's been held in for far too long, and his eyes return to you. Alright, we can stay a while longer. You spend time wandering the fair and stalls. With no real destination, Nulla walks by your side, attentive not to his surroundings but to you. All his attention is fixed on you, and it terrifies you how little he seems to care about anything else. He buys a few sweets to share, though he ends up eating almost all of them himself. Each bite he tastes, as if it were the first, hungry for more. You watch him chew slowly, savoring every tiny detail. He offers you a piece with a wide smile. You have to refuse. Your stomach can't take anymore. He, on the other hand, never seems to get full. He's a bottomless pit, and you're sure it's not just about food. Nulla in body and soul is a bottomless being whom you never truly know. You don't know if that's a good thing or not. What is that? A shrill voice cuts through the music. The crowd stops instantly, frozen in time and space. Nulla lifts his gaze, alert, scanning the crowd that now stares directly at you both. Hundreds of motionless faces, all with eyes so wide they look ready to pop out of their sockets. Something's not right. You can't look away from those people. Something's stopping you. You're certain that if you do, something worse will happen. But you need to see Nulla. You need to talk to him. So you force yourself to tear your eyes away from the others' bodies. He seems trapped too and not fully present. His body surrounded by lines, more and more of them. A dark substance begins to rise from his feet, slowly covering him. It moves slowly, but it doesn't stop, and you know what that means. Or at least you think you do. Nulla, Nulla, we have to go. You grab his clothes tightly, trying to bring him back. You plead with him desperately. Your words finally reach him, his eyes move, searching for you. But something in them isn't fully there. The usual clarity, that mischievous spark, is gone. Are you okay? You tell him everything that comes to mind. That he can't stay here. That this place is consuming him, that it isn't real, that you're with him, and he doesn't have to stay trapped. You remind him of the mission, of his purpose, of what's still left to do. You need Nulla to listen to you. To really listen and do as you say. Just once. You're right. We have to go on with the day. Your body must be tired. Leaving Nulla's memories was unlike any experience before. When Nulla took your hands, your body wasn't absorbed by the void this time. Instead, you were thrown out with violent force, leaving you no time to react. And in the blink of an eye, you're no longer inside. You're both back in the exact position you were before entering his memories. You look around for any sign that time has passed, but nothing in Nulla's house confirms it. There are no clocks. No objects that can measure time. Outside, there's only a vast darkness wrapping around the house, cutting you off completely from anything beyond the domain of the world. The teapot still steams, the sliced fruit on the plate hasn't dried, and the knife lies beside it. Those are the only clues suggesting not much time has passed since the date began. You wonder how Nulla measures time. Sorry about the plushie. Oh, it's okay, Nulla says, catching your attention. The plushie. You glance at your hands and realize what he meant. It's no longer with you. There's no trace of it left. Nothing tangible to prove that you ever won a plushie together at the fair. Everything that happens inside memories means nothing outside of them. Nothing born in there can cross over. If it went that way, everything would be much easier. His light laugh doesn't quite reach his expression. Though his lips form a smile, his eyes show no hint of joy or humor. Pulling things or people from there. That'd be great, wouldn't it? To recover something that only exists in your memory. It'd be amazing to have that power. I think so. There's things that I want back. There's people I want to see again, like Pud Pud. That's right. Just imagine everything you could bring back to life. It'd be amazing. Yeah. And then I could hold Pud Pud again. Well, either way, it's not good to stay frozen in memories and forget the present. Or the future. Tomorrow, we'll have to get back to the plan. Nulla steps back slightly, as if reminding you that here, you're free to move however you wish. But before you can react, you notice him slip his hand into his pocket and pull out a letter one of his shadows gave him the day before. It's already open, which means he's read it. Or at least skimmed through it once. I didn't want to read it while you were here. It would have been like talking about work in the middle of a date. That would have been disrespectful to you. So I decided to wait. But now, I think it's a good time. He carefully pulls the letter from the envelope and steps closer, offering it to you so you can see what's written. It's a short message, written in a language you can't understand, But there's no need to ask for a translation. Nulla starts explaining right away. It's from Septem. It says she'll come tomorrow for lunch. And she's bringing dessert. Oh, you're a little afraid to ask about the dessert. Will it be something real or something else you're not ready to comprehend? I'm excited though, we haven't had too much of an interaction with her. You need a break. You need another day before continuing to help Nulla with the so-called justified genocide. Nulla folds the letter neatly and makes it vanish with a snap of his fingers. Don't worry. I think I know where this is heading. His tone sounds strange. He speaks with a calm that chills you. Confident and laced with a controlled euphoria. In the making, you'll have to wait a little longer to find out how this ends. Oh my gosh, I was so happy to see Nulla again. Let's go back and choose some of his other choices and see where we go. Okay, before I get some of the other options, I want to come back here because last time I said, you're not Nulla, which the entity called on because the entity is clearly Neo, like the other one. So this time we'll just say Nulla, and then he laughs. Obviously, mi vida. Your feet finally touch the ground. As they do, the world bursts into light and sound floods your ears as if someone had flipped a switch, flooding your senses all at once. I skip forward a bit because the section after was the same. And this time, we'll still tell him, Nulla, we have to go. You grab his clothes tightly, trying to bring him back. You plead with him desperately. Your words finally reach him, his eyes move, searching for you. But something in them isn't fully there. The usual clarity, that mischievous spark, is gone. You tell him everything that comes to mind. That he can't stay here. That this place is consuming him, that it isn't real. That you're with him. That he doesn't have to stay trapped. You remind him of the mission. Of his purpose. Of what's still left to do. You need Nulla to listen to you. To really listen and do as you say. Just once. Nulla doesn't listen to you. That's different. He mutters something like, no, Helloyinny. And that's all you get. Near. Oh no. Nulla's body twists and convulses just like yours. You feel your form start to unravel from within, as if acid were burning and erasing everything in its path. From the depths of your being, your body shatters. Yet your consciousness remains intact. Your vision doesn't falter or blur, you're still here. You are completely awake. Your mind clings to every passing second. You're not allowed to escape this world. You don't want to. And something external is helping you. Something is holding onto the pieces of your body together, keeping everything in place. And it's not Nulla. You watch as Nulla is swallowed by the black mass. His body loses all shape and is consumed completely. Then before you, only the purest white remains, interrupted by a dark puddle that hisses alive and grotesque. Its texture resembles tar, thick, viscous, with a density that seems to infect and claim as its own on everything it touches. The surface bubbles, something inside stirs. It's seeking form. It twists and splashes. At last, I've got you. This is so easy. Gracias, mi vida. The puddle expands, climbing upon itself, reaching upwards. Threads peel off the mass, rising and intertwining in a chaotic dance. You can't follow every strand. There are too many, but you understand they're building something. A form. Something that can look back at you. A body, an entity, emerges from the mixture. It mutates until it achieves an image. Is that Nulla? Oh my god, wait, why is he kind of hot? Ah, there you go again. Confusing me with that idiot. Open your eyes wide and try thinking a little harder. Will you? It's not that difficult, really. But I guess I'm asking for too much. You can't expect much from someone wasting their time on those pathetic bargain bin games. Hey, settling for this poorly written mess? Pitiful. Hey, that's mean. It's not poorly written. No, this isn't Nulla. Not exactly. The figure approaches you and opens its mouth. We meet again. Who do you think you are? Where is Nulla? I ate him. Sorry. This can't be. You need to do something now. You need Nulla back. Neo! Your body begins to vibrate, trying to break apart but failing. You're not allowed to break this vessel. Neo is most likely responsible. He looks at you with amusement, as if what you said was the funniest thing he's ever heard in a long time. You're caught off guard as his hand suddenly clutches his own neck, squeezing tightly, his breathing quickening like he was running out of air. That's what you get! Give me back Nulla! Though that cruel smile never leaves his face. Between his broken breaths and exaggerated jerks, adding drama to his performance, you finally realize what he's actually doing. He's mocking you. You're an idiot. Neo stops his act. His hands drop from his neck to his sides like a dead weight. God damn it! That doesn't work on me here. Nulla, he won't be here anymore once you manage to get out of here. And that's not gonna happen. Neo adjusts his tie, taking his time with it like he couldn't care less about what's going on. He glances around with genuine curiosity. Something must have caught his eye. Something you can't perceive. Footsteps echo deafeningly, the sound reverberating in your ears and lingering in your head until you feel dizzy. His attention returns to you. He circles you, inspecting your body from head to toe. To call him a predator wouldn't do him justice. Predators still need to put an effort to hunt and eat their prey. He doesn't. No. He moves like a butcher inspecting his next victim. Calm, confident, and already knowing exactly what he'll do with his prize. A plump, helpless prey with nowhere to run. You're nothing special. And I'm not talking about the puppet, my dear person of questionable taste. Hey, behind that screen, you're just another passing face. One more eye among the many that validate my existence, not some superior being as the others want to believe. Do you like feeling special? Playing these little games? Does it fill some void inside you? Man, you don't have to be so mean about it. It's my career, thank you. Pathetic. Hate to break it to you, but you're not, mi vida. And I do feel a little sorry for you, so maybe we can do something about it. I can make you feel special. I can pretend, just like Nulla does when he's with you. That expression is so chilling. I could hold your hands and kiss your face while whispering mi vida. You'd be right in the palm of my hand, exactly like Nulla does to get everything he wants from you, and then throw you away like trash. Though, I do it with a lot less drama and useless whining. Okay, enough. I sound like some cartoon villain with this crappy monologue. I think you understand how things work now. Unless you need me to spell it out for you. Neo grabs your arm and pulls you towards him. His grip hurts. Let's sink deeper into this pit. She must be around here, suppressed, and you will be my disposable key. My game! Hey! I can't believe that dickhead closed my game. God, that was so good though. Also, one last scene. When Nulla gives us his little, shadow pet, this time, if we go back to his route, Septem's icon has actually taken the place of it. And I want to see how he reacts. No, you'll only be able to use it when you're far from me. I need to preserve my energy. You understand, don't you, Carino? You can't respond because the creature slips into your skin, absorbed completely. No trace of it remains. Oh. It doesn't take the place anymore. Oh. So this is what you've been doing when I don't have full access to you. I can't believe it. Oh no, he's mad. I'm sorry. I can't allow this. Nulla steps so close that you instinctively back away. The movement is sudden and reflexive. His expression frightens you a little. You rarely see that look aimed at you. His lips no longer carry the warm smile that usually greets you when he speaks. Oh no! No, now he's serious. His brow furrowed. And all because of something you allowed. Nulla fixes his gaze on the upper corner of the screen and raises his hand. A single touch of his finger, and the icon vanishes. Once that's done, his smile returns. As if nothing had happened. I'll do the same to that bastard. Just wait for me. Mi vida? The silence that follows is terrifying. Even as he smiles, his aura feels dense. Negative and heavy, pressing down on the air until it suffocates you. Until it fades. Nulla smiles again as though nothing ever happened. Oh my god, that was so cool though. And now we're back to this little icon thing. Okay, I went through and clicked the alternate choices for Nulla's route. They didn't, most of them gave little variations, but the two major ones I wanted to capture for this video is after he manifests the menu for you and gets a bit tired. Instead of saying, "Are you okay this time?" we'll just say, don't ever do that again. Nulla stares at you with wide eyes. You've caught him off guard. But if it's because it hurts me, don't worry. The more I can interact with you, the better I'll feel. You worry me. You don't have to be worried. Besides, I already know how to make the most of this function later, but I promise not to overuse it. The food arrives just in time to seem authentic, as though it had been prepared by real human hands. And we ignore the fact that it was cooked by bodiless shadows. Nulla smiles at the shadow task of bringing the dishes and dismisses at the moment both plates are on the table with a snap of his fingers, without waiting long. He takes his glass and raises it towards you, waiting for you to meet his toast, a tender smile on his face. I feel mean, but this time we're also gonna ignore it, and then in a little bit we'll meet his void form, and those are the main alternates I wanted to show, because they had the most change. Ignore it. To the destruction of this place. I wish I toasted. Nulla tilts his glass to the right, and a shadow appears out of nowhere, raising an empty glass to clink with his. The sound is hollow and disturbingly loud, echoing in your ears. Once his toast is done, Nulla closes his eyes and takes a sip of wine. The meal passes slowly and pleasantly with bits of conversation and stories from your past memories. Nulla raises a hand, tracing the outline of your face with his fingers before resting his palm on your cheek. I was really happy, and not just because of how you look, no. It's everything you represent. Your reactions, your attention, it's the first time I felt truly watched, seen, as if my existence actually mattered. His hand slowly slides across the table, searching for yours. When he finds it, he holds it gently, his thumb tracing small lines across your fingers. But at the same time, I was afraid that you go with Septem or Unum. They're not as interesting as I am, of course. He says with a playful smile, glancing instead at the wine, his other hand toying idly with the rim of his glass. I know at some point you go and see what their stories are about, or maybe you already have. But I'm not worried about that anymore. After the 7th day, I'll get what I want. And what do you want? To be free, and Nulla's cheeks take on a faint blush. I want to be yours. His voice drops deeper than usual. No more grandeur, no more overconfident smiles. No, now you have Nulla confessing something that goes beyond words, locked away in his heart and worries. A silent confession that always existed, but only now found a voice to be realized with. But the last thing is harder to achieve than the first. For now it sounds more like a childish fantasy than something possible. Although, if I were yours, I could do so many things. Be on your computer without needing the game to be running. Spend time together watching something you like, or bang-a-lang. It lets out a soft but slightly dry laugh. Dreaming costs nothing. Alright, then we'll come here. When he asks if we'll still love him if we had a different appearance, we'll go depends. Oh, then if I were, Nulla begins to laugh frenetically. Okay. It sounded funny in my head. Sorry, but it's a genuine question. If I had a form different from this one, would I still be me? If I were a woman, older, if I look just like Septem, would I still be me? I can take on any appearance I want, but none of them feel like mine. Even this appearance. It's something taken from someone who existed before me, but it isn't me. And possibly in a few more years I'll have another appearance if I don't finish this soon. How about your void form? Nulla looks at you, eyes wide open. Do you like that atrocity? Yes, I am a monster. Yes, Nulla covers his face, embarrassed. Don't say things like that. It makes me want to act daringly. But I have to keep it PG-16. Oh my god, Nulla, he wants us so bad. Oh my god, hi. Nulla sighs and shifts into his void form for the first time voluntarily. I didn't know you had these kinds of tastes. He laughs, and even without a mouth you can see the happiness in his eyes. The date ends with the arrival of the check after Nulla finishes the last dessert from the tray. Oh, there we have it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see Nulla again. I'm genuinely so happy about it. I love this game so much. Every time an update comes out, I just get so happy. I love finding out more about this universe and more about what's going on because it's just so incredible. But yeah, I adore Nulla's route. I love the little dates that we got to go on with him. I also loved the appearance of Neo, and also I believe the prevalence of Mary. I think Mary is starting to become really important. The 4th wall breaking is really nice because now like Nulla's now written in a way where he speaks directly to you as the player, not so much you as the MC. So from now on, the puppet that you play in the game is no longer the one that he wants. He wants you, as in like the one sitting outside of the screen. Yeah, it's just so interesting. I really want to find out more about Nulla because despite his hidden machinations and like hidden motives, I think he genuinely just really dislikes himself. And it's really sad to see. He really just desperately wants to be happy. Unless I'm completely wrong and Nulla's completely deceived us. But I think with Neo in the picture, it's gonna be very interesting to see Nulla's internal struggles with another part of himself and how that is going to pan out. And whether or not that's going to end well or whether it's going to end poorly, because he keeps talking about that he's going to get what he wants on the 7th day, and he says that the 7th day is that he's going to be free and get to be with like you, as in like the player. So I'm wondering if that's actually going to be a thing. Like, is he telling the truth or is he fibbing and it's not actually true? So yeah, I'm not too sure about this, but yeah, it'll definitely be really cool to see. I think the stakes are much higher, and everything is going to culminate the more we progress through the narrative in this game, and that makes me very nervous and very scared, but also incredibly excited to see what happens. As per usual, I love Sophie's art so much. I love her narrative, I love her world building. I think To Eat a God is one of the games that I played that has the best lore and world building ever. It's so extensive, but also done in a way that just makes a lot of sense. And every single time you play another chapter of this game, it builds on top of that which already exists and gives it more foundation, more like little tidbits are revealed, but not in a way that's confusing, in a way that just like falls together perfectly, like puzzles fitting into the right places. I really like the slow reveals that we've been getting about the universe, about what's happening. And also, I appreciate the little like code tidbits as well, like, you know, clicking a button, making a secret note pop up on your desktop, and other little things like that. I think it's an incredibly creative way to create a really immersive experience, and I genuinely adore this game so much. I will be playing Unum and Septem's route. That video will be out in less than 24 hours because I just recorded Nulla's route and I do need to get some sleep because it's 5 AM. But you will see Unum and Septem tomorrow, which I'm very keen about because I absolutely love those two as well. and I can't wait for you to experience their routes too. But thank you so much for being here, and if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next part, which is coming very, very soon. And when it's out, it will also be linked in the description box below, but if you are subscribing, you will get a notification for it as well. So be sure to do that if you want to watch it as soon as it comes out. Please make sure to support Sophie as well, download the game, leave a 5-star review and an encouraging comment for the absolutely wonderful work that she does. And until the next fictional man, which will be Unum and Septem, the absolutely unhinged ones, take care.